Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Yvonne here from My Halal Kitchen. A little bit of a surprise broadcast because I wanted to talk to you guys all about something that I'm working on this month of Ramadan that I haven't talked about before. And it's something very close to my heart. Most of the time we're talking about food recipes, shopping tips, cooking tips, and all of that, which are great fun and wonderful and part of the mission of My Halal Kitchen, of course. But there's something that you guys might not really know about me in all these years I've been doing My Halal Kitchen is that I have some of my own personal passions and interests as well, other than just cooking. And one of those things is humanitarian aid and efforts. Back when I was in college, I did my master's degree in international development. And one of my dreams was really to work in humanitarian organizations that would, respond to crises around the world. And I was really interested in that. And then my life took a different course, and here I am. So, life happens, but those certain passions never change. Those interests in the world never change. And every time I see crisis after crisis, I wonder, what are the ways I can help and what can I do? And unfortunately, we're seeing things happen daily in our world. And I truly believe, those of us who are sitting at a place of privilege, have an opportunity to do something about that. And if you're able to watch on technology, such as Facebook or a computer or a laptop, there's ways that we can do things that can help situations around the world. And so I had really been feeling that pressing desire to do more with this platform as well, because with 1.5 million plus of you here, I know that so many of you care about what happens to people in the world as well. And, you guys have always been a great source of support for causes that, that I care about too. And so I wanted to share with you that I was approached. I didn't even actually go after this. It kind of came to my lap after I started really praying about it and having that intention that, y'all, I really want to do something, but I don't know what. And it was really ironic. I got an email from the UNHCR folks in Canada about the Islamic Philanthropy program that I really knew nothing about. I don't know if you guys know about it, but I was totally unaware of it. And I thought I was really on top of all things related to, humanitarian aid organizations and what they're doing around the world, and particularly the UN. But I didn't know about this program. And so I was delighted when they emailed me and said, would you like to know more about the program and like how you can help and what you can do from the vantage point of My Halal Kitchen? And of course I jumped on it because I really wanted to understand what is this Islamic philanthropy program, and it was explained to me in great detail. And I'm not going to go into every detail right here and right now, because we're going to have the folks from UNHCR Canada later on in an interview this week, and they're going to help me describe and answer lots of questions about the program. But basically, the Islamic Philanthropy program offers a way for donors to really have a sense of transparency, to know where their money is going, to help refugees and internally displaced people. But they've gone through lots and lots of protocols to make sure that the donation process and the distribution process is all in line with Islamic values, and that it has been approved by imams. There have been fatwas that have checked the program, to make sure that it's all Sharia compliant, and so that 100% of your zakat donation goes to the people in need. And as you all know, our Muslim brothers and sisters around the world, unfortunately, there are so many who are displaced, who are refugees, who are in a continuous need of financial support, of education, of rehousing, rehoming, all kinds of things, basic necessities. And so this program is designed, and they took years to do it, to develop it, and to make sure that it was compliant with our Islamic values, and that it's called the Refugee Zakat Fund. And so I'm going to put some links out here so you guys can read more about it. But it basically allows 100% of the zakat distribution to go to the recipient. So none of it is going elsewhere. And also what I like about this program is also provides a lot of dignity for people, because they give them cash. There's cash assistance as part of the program. So it's not just like, here's a bag of flour, this is what, and maybe people don't need all that. Maybe they need control over their lives to be able to do something with that cash, whether it's to pay rent, whether it's maybe they want to use that to buy books for their children. There's so many things, but it gives them dignity and empowers them to do what they want with that money. And so, the donations are delivered directly to families in need, and so this was very important to me, because knowing that it's zakat compliant, backed by fatwas from credible scholars and institutions, means that they have worked with the Muslim community to ensure that it's done in a way that it serves the people that are most in need, and also encourages donors like yourself to feel like, okay, this is really going to work in a way that complies with the rules of zakat as well. And so for Ramadan, I'm going to be putting out lots of information. Not right now, I'm just sort of opening up the conversation to let you know that this is what's happening on My Halal Kitchen for the month of Ramadan. So of course you'll see recipes and all of that, but I really want to spend this month focusing on this project, and hoping that if over 1.5 million of you on this page can share the project with your friends and your family and your organizations and your networks. The goal is to reach $100,000 to donate to this particular organization and the project. I'm focusing on Yemen, and I'll get to that in just a moment. But I think that we can do this, because we are 1.5 million strong on this community, and this is a cause I know you guys care about. And the more information that you get, I'm sure that you will feel inclined, and hopefully you will, realize that you want to spend your zakat in this way. So having that said, I decided that the focus area of the project would be Yemen. And for reasons I think most of you would agree with me on. Politics aside, I won't talk politics here, because it doesn't matter. And what matters is that there's people who are starving. They're on the brink of starvation. Actually, children have died because they haven't been able to get the food that they need to survive. I've watched a lot of videos and educated myself in the news about it. And, to be honest, it's really hard to even have your iftar watching these things. And, we can become, we can sort of feel very hopeless, that the world has gone to this place. But that's not what this is about. And I can get pretty emotional about it, because it's really hard to see these things and to realize that you can't change the politics of a situation. And you may think, well, what's really, what's really going to help these people? Well, when you have a trusted source of people who are distributing, and they know what they're doing in the country, they know how to get to the people who need it the most, and they can tell you in dollars how many families that your money will feed, it really brings the situation to a reality that you can understand and kind of say, okay, I really want to help 100 families. I want to help 10 families. You can do whatever works for you. But the situation in Yemen is pretty severe, it's pretty dire. I mean, we know I know there are lots of situations around the world. I mean, I would like to help them all, but I think it's really important to focus right now and focus on one region, one particular situation that is so critical. And the figures that I have been given by UNHCR, that over 20 million people in Yemen are in need. 12 million, 12.1 are in acute need. 4 million are displaced. 79% of the internally displaced people are women and children. So that means that internally displaced means that they had to leave their home, but they're still in their country. 1.6 million of those internally displaced people are living in informal sites, which basically means not really a home. Maybe they're outside, maybe they're in makeshift tents, and they're at risk for a lot of things: the cold, the elements, not getting the care, the food, the medical attention. Imagine pregnant women giving birth. There are so many scenarios that need cash, need assistance in many ways. It's not just food, it's also medicine, it's also so many things. So my point is that this is the situation that I wanted to focus on the most, because I felt that it was a situation that is critical, but also that the money could make the most impact on right now. So I'm going to put some links out here. This is the donation link for UNHCR Canada. If you're from the US, you will use this link here. And if you follow me on Instagram and follow me on YouTube and follow me on myhellokitchen.com and my newsletter, I'm going to be writing more about this. I'm going to be posting more about this. You're going to see videos, you're going to see photos, you're going to see statistics, but I will put more and more links up on this particular announcement so that you can read up on it. I have lots of information here. I won't get into all of the numbers and details, because that's also something we're going to do this week when we speak with the folks at UNHCR Canada, and you can ask them lots of questions. So if you have questions about the program, the Islamic Philanthropy program, about the Zakat assistance, if you have questions about the situation in Yemen as it relates to humanitarian assistance, not politics, you can leave those questions here, and I will forward them on to my friends at UNHCR. And again, the point is that you get informed, and I hope that it moves you to do something about it, because I think that if we can, just a little bit will go a long way. And remember that Ramadan is, of course, not about the feasting. It's not about how many amazing recipes we can make, and we need to think about other people. That's really what it's about, is going inside of ourselves and really reflecting on who we are and a relationship with our Creator, and what does that mean for the mark we're leaving on this earth. And some of us think we have to do something big and grand to leave a mark on this world, but just leaving this world knowing that you helped people get out of a situation where it's literally life and death. They're on the brink of starvation. They're on the brink of death, a lot of these people. And it's not to be the bearer of bad news. It's to say, when this is reality, this is something that's actually happening, but there are solutions to it. And these are the things we can do to make a situation better, to make ourselves feel like we are doing something that we can. I know it's very frustrating to watch the news and see things going on that we can't do anything about. So, I hope that you will look at the links that I have posted, and you pay attention to the Instagram and my website and all the things that I'll put out there, and just please make a donation, and let's try to get beyond 100,000. I mean, that was what I sort of came up with as a number I thought we could do, but I really hope that we can be that community that donates, a lot more. If every person on this page donates just $1, we would have $1.5 million to donate to this program. So can you help me? Will you help? Will you help our brothers and sisters in Yemen? And will you do this through this UNHCR program? I really want to hear from you. Thanks, guys. Assalamu alaikum, and enjoy your iftar tonight. Assalamu alaikum.